Hello, welcome back to the podcast Catch It, A New Perception. My name is Katuk. I invite you to share this with other people that may appreciate it or may get something out of it. I invite you to share it with people in general. Thinking about the theme that I thought about going with for this season is kind of interesting. And I would like to be able to continue with it. I don't know how much I'll be able to do the entire season, what it might look like going forward. And I think about a line that I've heard. And often these are lines that I've heard throughout my lifetime or for a period of time or numerous different times. And I think that if I speak of them as to how they've affected my life or imply, keep it open to how it can affect your life. And one of the reasons that I say this is because I think that what this podcast is about you learning how it is that things can affect your life, not how they've affected mine. And I only speak from personal experience. I don't have any other experience other than my own. So all I can share is my own experience and what it looks like. And when I speak of these lines, I think of things that I have heard and things that have impacted my life. Now, I may hear them differently today. I may see them differently. There may be a lot of different aspects. Maybe even every time I hear the line, I may see it different. I may hear it different. It may affect me different. It may have a different impact on me. And one of them that I was thinking of is the only true freedom is freedom from the heart's desire. And what that has meant to me. How I am free today without the desires in the world clouding me. Now, I've done some work to be able to change my mind. I've done some work to be able to change my heart. I've done some work to take different action. I've done work to reach out to people. And sometimes I talk about helping people, and I don't know how effective I can be in helping people. I don't know what that looks like moving forward. And one of the reasons I say that is because the only way that people receive help is by being open themselves. What is their heart like when they hear a particular message? I'll hear people talk about hearing someone speak or talk about a book that they've read, maybe a song that they've heard, in how, I never heard it like this. This really impacted my life. And they've heard it numerous times. They've read it numerous times. I learn something new every time I read this book. And I wonder what that's about. And the reason I say that is because how do we get that freedom from the heart's desire? How do we release that? Is it because we opened our mind? Is it because we left something behind? Is it because we gravitated to something new? What is it, and what's it mean to you? Freedom from the heart's desire. I got caught up for a long time when I was younger, reaching outside of myself to try to find something that would satisfy this hole inside of me, and there was never enough there, no matter what it was. I reached outside of myself for substances, maybe within women, sex, different things. I reached outside of myself trying to fill this hole that could never truly be filled. I had this heart's desire, and I chased these things because I had this desire, and it was never fulfilled. And when I stopped chasing and stopped reaching outside of myself and went internal and realized that my heart is already filled, I became free. Free from the heart's desire. How do we accomplish this? What are the actions we can take? Now, for some, it may be different than others. It's hard for me to tell you what action to take to do this because it's an individual act. The thought that when you get free of the heart's desire, that you are truly free, does that free up space in the mind? Does your mind race because of your desires? Do your actions upon other people and upon yourself show up poorly because of your heart's desire? I don't know the answer to these things for you. When I search back, it's been different things throughout my life. I know that when I had a certain desire and I chased that, it escaped me. I couldn't catch it. I never had enough to fill it. When I felt like I wasn't enough, like I don't measure up, like I'm not smart enough, I'm not good looking enough, I'm not tough enough, I'm not cool enough, I'm not, whatever that is, not being enough, I could never fill that. And when I realized that I don't need to be that cool, and maybe I'm not that cool, and I'm not that good looking, I'm not that smart, I'm not that tough, that strong. Or am I internally? Maybe the fact is that I'm more attractive than I am good looking. Maybe I am stronger internally than I am physically tough. Maybe I am smarter from a soul's point of view than I will ever be when it comes to book smarts. It's possible that when I let go of the external chasing and I turn internal and find that the answers are internal, that I will be okay. You know, recently listening to someone on a podcast called Quantum Healthy, speaking about not just food, but the intake that we put into our bodies, whether that's the copper, the excess of iron, whatever these elements may be that we put into our body of not having enough or too much. And I really appreciate it because I think that our health overall will dictate our longevity in life. And that may be our food intake, some of it, and some of it may be the intake into our bodies in other ways. The intake into our mind, the intake into our heart. When we create stress, does it allow us to eat differently? Does it create something? Because we're not going to chase that external through sex or drugs or alcohol or something to be able to fill that void. Then do we do it through food in an unhealthy way? And does that create something that we don't need? Do we still have a desire that's not healthy? The only true freedom is freedom from the heart's desire. What does it mean to you today? What did it mean to you in the past? And more importantly, when you get there, what will it mean to you in the future? Now, what it means to you in the future today does not matter. It only matters what it means to you today. And the reason I say that is because in the future, it will matter what does it mean today, whether that is tomorrow, next week, next month, or next year. Will you be more free next time you watch this particular episode of this podcast? Will you come back and review it next week? Will you come back and review it next month? And then again, will you come back and review it in 6 or 8 or 12 months and see where you're at in this moment with your heart's desire? See if you're more content internally with who you are, what you're about. The idea of being more attractive than you are physically beautiful is an incredible thought. Does that help us to dispel the idea of vanity, when actually the work that we want to do is internal, not external? We reach outside of ourselves for something to escape from the way that we feel. We try to look a certain way, maybe to escape from the way that we feel because we don't feel good enough internally. So externally, we have to look so good that you never see what's inside of me. I don't know what a good-looking man is. I don't know if I am. I don't know if other men are. I don't know. I literally don't know. But what I do know is someone that's attractive. I have seen beautiful men. I have seen the actions that they take and the impact that they have on people. The true essence of love, compassion, dignity. That is beautiful to me. Now, what it is to you, I don't know. Is that freedom from the heart's desire for you to be able to see someone internally for who they are, for what they represent, for how they walk through the world? How important is it to you? Do you want everything to still be external? Do you want everyone to still see you for how you physically look, or do you want to see them for who you are and the acts that you take? I'm going to show up differently. And I will, at some point, find a way to understand the statement differently. The only true freedom is freedom from the heart's desire. I will understand it differently next year, next month, next time I review this. I'll watch this podcast before it comes out. I'll watch this podcast probably after it comes out. And I will see it differently at that moment than what I do today. Today I can sit with who I am. I can be proud of who I am. And I am free because I have done some work internally to change who I am. Are you willing to do that work? Or is that work too difficult and you don't want to take a look at it? To be able to deal with the past, to be able to let the past be in the past, to be able to reconcile something with someone else so it's not between you and another human being. Is that freedom today for you? The only true freedom and the only true happiness. The only true happiness is internal. It's not external. And when you find the internal happiness that you want to live with for a lifetime, you will continue to do the things that got you to that point. The things that you were given on a given day, the gifts that you were offered from another human being, maybe through the spirit world, maybe from a spirit guide, maybe from some spiritual advisors that walk the earth with you. The ones that walk shoulder to shoulder. The ones that you have opened that book up and shown them a little piece of your heart. And they help you change who you are so you don't think the way you used to think. You don't feel the way you used to feel. And you don't treat people the way you used to treat them. Is that freedom from the heart's desire? For you? It's what's important to you when it comes to walking differently. Do you not need freedom from the heart's desire? Do you just want to have whatever it is that you desire and go work towards it, and that's going to be happiness in life? That's great. If that's you and that's what you want to do, that's wonderful. Walk towards it. If you want to find true contentment, let go. I've used this analogy before, and I appreciate it. Like riding a horse, and you get thrown from that horse, and you're trying to hold on to those reins, and you're being dragged, or else you can let go. When you let go, the pain will stop. As you continue to be dragged by whatever emotional, mental, or whatever stumbling block you have, and you're being dragged through life, you will carry the pain with you in every fashion. And if not, you can let go. The only true freedom is freedom from the heart's desire. The only true happiness, this way lies. Looking forward to next time. Live in harmony with and use the bounty of the land to bring kindness to the world. Dok Shao, okay?